Hi everyone, welcome back to Jedidragoon Makes. I'm your host Jennifer, and this is a podcast about crochet and knitting, and the table's jiggling, I'm sorry, and fiber arts, and we know this is a mess of a podcast, so we're just going with it. Okay, so about last week, it didn't happen with the other videos, and I think we'll just stick with one video, make it extra long, because, yeah, last week also was, if you're a woman, it was that time of the month, and when that happens, I don't feel like making videos. I don't really feel like doing much of anything. I get grouchy. I get headaches. Last week I had a headache on Wednesday again. So yeah. So, for the record, I'll try to do one video a week. That seems to be my energy level with videos. I also have to try to make a video for my other channel. It's a gaming channel. It's World of Warcraft. It's gold farming. Probably not a lot of you are interested in that. And I still plan on trying to do a chicken stock canning video, but right now I gotta figure out where the kids hid my tripod. As you notice, I'm filming on my laptop again because all my stuff for recording is somewhere in the house and I have no idea where it is. Not the first time this has happened. So, that aside, let's get back into crochet, knitting, yarn. Probably why most of you are here. And just because other people do it. Not that I really care what other people do in their videos, but because I'm trying to just be myself, but I drink coffee, and you'll be seeing coffee. So I'm drinking coffee out of my World of Warcraft mug. This says World of Warcraft social distancing since 2004. And for me on the back, it's really cool because they have items in it called legendaries, which are really epic, awesome video game items. And this coffee mug is just cool because it's like socket bonus, 115 haste. Keeps you alert and ready. Equip increases your concentration by 35% for 90 minutes. So let's see if we can keep this under 90 minutes. And I'm just drinking Bones Coffee, which is my favorite coffee brand. In the flavor Salty Siren. And I also put in sugar and French vanilla creamer because that's what I like. I also like it with heavy whipping cream, but that's beside the point. So now that that's all I have for sharing anything intimate, personal. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of that much personal stuff with me. You get the bare basics. This is what's been going on. Yeah, it's just how I am. But you guys been around here long enough. You know this, so no apologies there. Okay, first finished object. Okay, so this is a bit of a cheat because one of these socks you saw last time. And the other one I said I was starting, I was going to finish, and most people just probably act like they finished the other one, but in truth, we got to cleaning the house around Christmas, and we went full blown. We pulled out sofas and swept under them and was full on house cleaning, which I kind of need to do again, but, and remember how I said I've made at least two others of these? Well, we found the other one. And the only reason I know it's this one is because I posted a picture of this on one of my groups that I belong to on Facebook. And as you can tell, I did two different heels. I don't really care, and most people won't notice, but this one has the OMG heel, and this one has the Fish Lips Kiss heel. So they're two different heels. I've already worn them at least once, and then I washed them and blocked them for you guys. But this is the colorway Dobby Socks by Lolodidit. And it's coming up a little washed out. Yeah, that's a bit better. But this is the color Lolodidit. And this is the color Professor Plum. Love Harry Potter. And my favorite game growing up was Clue, so Professor Plum comes from that. And it's on her everyday sock base. I don't really buy the cashmere or anything like that. I just kind of try to stick to regular stuff. But anyway, I got a pair of socks done. Aren't they nice? Okay, so the one I found buried in the couch, shoved in, because we have a couch that has a recliner in it, and it was kind of shoved in, it kind of got shoved down between there, was sticking out from the bottom side of the couch. And I'm like, what's that? And it's like, oh, good, I don't have to knit the next one. My husband's just looking at me seriously. And the other finished object I just finished yesterday, because Sunday night it snowed here, and we got like 2-3 inches, which for Ohio isn't a lot. The worst part about Ohio is when it snows, it then dries out, and then the wind blows, and it blows the snow across the road. So that's the only bad thing about Ohio. So, and my little guys were outside. Well, little guys, I have a girl too. So little guys and gal were outside playing in snow. So I decided I'd start working on a mitten. I can knit mittens that I've knit a pair before. I don't know where they are. The kids have lost them already. So I found a crochet pattern because I can crochet faster than I can knit. And I crocheted up this mitten for Patrick. The pattern is Mrs. Murdock's mitten. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also knit these on size 2 ChiaoGoo red lace knitting needles, just in case you're curious. And it's about 8 stitches per inch. And like I've told you before, I use the OMG sock pattern pretty much as a guide for the toe and the cast on, and then I do the fish lips kiss heel, mainly because that's what I like. But so this is the Mrs. Murdock mitten, and I like it how the decreases are because it closes up like knitting. I need to find a way to make a hat pattern like that. If I figure that out, I'll write up a pattern for it, I promise. I just got to figure it out, which if it involves math, that might take a little bit, but we'll see what happens. I'll fool around with it and we'll see. But anyway, it's a very simple pattern. You do the ribbing first, and it's just crocheting the back loops, and then you go on and make the body of the mitten, and then do the decreases, and then do the thumb. But yeah, so I got that one done, and my son immediately is like, can you do the next one? And this morning he's like, did you get it done? I'm like, no, I didn't work on it last night because my hand was cramping because I am using a size F crochet hook. I had to switch to this one I have. This is a F 4mm, and it's one of the Pullover ones. And if I'm working like with anything smaller than like a size G or less, my hand recently has started cramping up like right in here. It's still a little sore. And so I have to switch to my grippy ones because otherwise my hand cramps up really bad and I can't crochet. So I have to switch to my ergonomic, yeah, like this. And I like these kind of hooks. I have another set that I got that are boy or something like that, and they work okay, but I prefer the Clover ones. And I prefer just the straight ones because this is how I hold my crochet hook. I do knife grip. And this just works really well for me. I haven't found any other fancy hooks or anything that I like. I just stick with these. And so I started on the next one because I know how I am. I'll do one and then I'll put it down and not do the next one for a while. So I decided I better get started on it. I also have to make mittens for my oldest son because he doesn't have any gloves for some reason. His are probably going to be plain blue. But anyway, yeah, I started on the next one. That's how far I got. I started this morning while help this morning when the kids were getting ready for school. So yeah, this didn't take me very long. So I'll probably that might fall out if I don't do something. So this is going to be mitten number 2. I'll probably get it done today, and then I have to crochet a chain to go through his coat to put through the sleeves so that he doesn't lose it because, yeah. It's Patrick. I love him. He's a sweetheart. He has a heart of gold. But he is challenging because he has my ADHD, and boys are apparently different than girls. I am finding this out. And so, yeah, he's loud. He gets angry and hard-headed. And it's like, okay, Patrick, you need a nap. I'm not tired. Yes, you are. So anyway, so like I said, I'm using a size. The pattern called for a size G crochet hook. I did a quick gauge swatch, which you guys know my gauge swatches. I do not do a big square because usually most of the measurements are like, you just need the width, in my opinion. Because once you get into, you need it this wide, which is usually where I have my problem, and this long. Well, you can crochet your length just like with knitting. You can crochet the length pretty easily. You just add extra rows. But with width, you can't really fix that once. So I usually just do the width and do like 2 or 3 rows, and that's my gauge swatch. And it has served me well. Other people seem to have problems with gauge, and I'm just like, nope, I haven't had too much trouble. As long as I get the width right, I'm good. Which I have a sweater I didn't even gauge swatch for, so it's like, but it's turned out just fine and it fits, so we're good there. But anyway, enough ramblings about how I don't gauge swatch, but I gauge swatch for mittens and stuff like that because I know how that goes. Because I have a mitten that looks like you could wear a mitten under it and still have room. And no, I don't know why, but I made a pair of them. So this is made with Super Saver. I just found something bright and colorful because he's into rainbows and all that kind of stuff right now. So it's Super Saver Jumbo Stripes. And this is Favorite Stripes. This is just a 4 worsted weight. It has blue, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, indigo, violet. So these mittens are not going to match up, but I'm fine with that because I'm not taking the time to do it. So those are my FOs. And as per usual, this is a child size. It fits him perfectly. This is how small my hand is. I found this out while working at Walmart. I have girl-sized hands. I can wear a little girl-sized mitten and glove. That one's a little small. I might need to make a bigger one, but okay, let's get into a big laundry basket of W.I.P.s now. This is living in, let's move this. This crochet hook does not need to get lost. This is living in, can you tell I like World of Warcraft? And I also found somebody, and this is my Fathe thread bag. It's my Murloc bag. These are the classic looking Murlocs for the most part. I think there's a few on there that's not classic looking, but yeah. This is my Murloc bag. I got it from Fathe's thread. I'll try to link that in the description below. Yes, I'm writing it down. I'm sorry. This is very entertaining. But if I don't write it down now, I won't remember to link it in. Because that is how I am. Oh, this wasn't what I thought it was. I haven't worked on this at all. This is, everybody's seen this. This is my Fiber Hustle cowl that was like 2 years ago. This is the Paris Toujours shawl. I thought it was something else. So you may see me get up and go look around for my other project. It's in a different bag. But yeah, I might as well talk about this. Yeah, this I keep planning to work on, and I keep working on it. I don't have that much left to go, but I just kind of got to a point and was bored. So this is Arrowhead Fibers in the color Glow Stick. It has this nice kind of neon blue and pink and green with the gray. It's really pretty color. It's a really easy pattern. I just haven't worked on it. I have like one more repeat of the pattern, and then I start doing garter stitch, and I just got bored. Well, I wonder where my other shawl is. I think it's on the couch. We'll get through the other stuff, and if I remember, well, let me go get it real quick. Hold on. Just stare at background. I'm sorry. is, yes, it's a Halloween bag, but I like this bag. So yeah, this is a Halloween thread that I got from Nocatchyname. I actually sent her the fabric and she made this for me. She did a really good job. I actually only wanted one bag and wanted her to keep the rest of the scraps, but she sent me 2 bags, so I got 2 of these floating around the house. Okay, this is what I was going to talk about. Do a couple. I would link Arrowhead Fibers in the description, but right now her shop is on a hiatus. I'm kind of friends with her, and she's right now taking a hiatus and doing a bunch of homesteading stuff at her new house. I don't know when she's going to get back into dyeing. Name, link. Okay, there, that's taken care of. I'm sorry, but this is what we're going with. I like the people who edit. I don't edit because I don't really enjoy it. But this is what I was going to show you. I have allergies. Not COVID, just allergies. Though I think I had COVID around Christmas, but that's beside the point. Anyway, this is my Dragonbelly Shawl. This was actually this was my Christmas Eve cast on, because I wanted something to work on when when the family members were here and everything. And so I just cast on this shawl. This is the Toujours shawl. No, this isn't the Toujours shawl. So that would be fun to take some of this pattern and... Ooh, that's an idea. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, this is the Dragonbelly Shawl. This yarn, I had to go find a skein of it because I couldn't quite remember what the yarn was. But it's this ice yarn called Jacquard wool, and it's a DK weight, and it's 30% wool and 70% acrylic, and it's in meters, 510 meters. So I don't know what that is in yards. But yeah, this was one of my ice yarns purchases. I just went in, pulled out a skein that looked like it'd be fun to work with. This is a different color, by the way. It has the dark purple. I'm going to say this is lavender color. It's like lighter purple, and then it has this white and purple flecks. And the interesting thing about these white and purple flecks is that you have some that are like this, that are like longer color and length. And then you have, like, say, like right here, you have like a really short one. So it does different variations in it. So it's kind of neat. It's working out pretty good. And I'm using a size, see, my favorite kind of crochet hook. They're also very cheap. This is a size H or size 8. I don't know who uses the size 8 number thing, and it's a 5mm crochet hook. And this is just a boy hook. The Susan Bate one have too sharp of a tip for me, so I just stick with the boy hook, except if they're the grippy ones. So yeah, it's actually only like a 2-row repeat, so you just keep working on it and going. So it's coming along good. I have, oh, it goes this way. And this is the back of it. It forms a really neat ridge on the back. And then the front looks like this. So yeah, it's just, if you can double crochet and chain 1, you can do this pattern, because it's that simple. And of course, I'm using my stitch markers on it. These are my chili pepper stitch markers. I think I have a set of these in the store. But yeah, these are just my stitch markers. I love my chili peppers. So, and I've discovered sriracha. It is so good. I'm the only one in the house that eats it, so the bottle's going to last me forever, but it is good. I've also discovered ramen noodle soup, homemade, like with chicken bone stock, and that's what happened to you last batch of chicken broth. I mean, we made a ramen noodle soup with like the soft boiled egg and bok choy and carrots and microgreens. Oh, it was good. I keep bumping the table and making you jiggle. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's that. That was, where's the bag go? That's been living in my Nocatchyname bag. So shove that down in there. Go. I think I got enough bags to last me a while. I actually have a dresser in my room where I keep my craft stuff, and I took a whole drawer and just put my extra bags in there. I'm like, oh, it's full. Don't need any more bags. Okay, next project. Let's just go with this one on the floor. The bag's less interesting. This is a Nashville Partridge bag my brother-in-law gave me. I've had this for a few years. So this I just started a while ago because I had a bunch of Lion Brand a while ago. Decided to put a whole bunch of Lion Brand homespun stripes on clearance for $2.50. So me being me, I decided I'd buy like one of every color. I get the shipment in, and then it's like, what am I going to do with all these? So now I'm making a granny stripe Afghan out of it. This is super soft and squishy, and I found out with Lion Brand Homespun, it's better because I always had trouble working with it. And I found out I switched on this one. I'm using a size L crochet hook, and it's working great. So you have to use like a bigger hook size than the package says. But yeah, this is my yeah, I don't know exactly how long I made this, but it's pretty darn long. I think I took a pattern and cast on the amount it called for, but they were using like a fingering weight or something like that, and I'm using like a bulky weight, and yeah, that's another stitch marker I made. Uh, Actually, I think my daughter made that for me. So yeah, this is how big and long it is. Of course, right now it'd make a great scarf if I bound it off, but I'm making it into an Afghan. I don't know how long this thing's going to be because I don't know how much yarn, but surprisingly, uh, from like here to here is still one skein. I still have quite a bit left of that skein. So I may be able to use all 10, 12 skeins of homespun I have. Plus I found some more that I just had random. Sorry. I had random lying around from some project that I'm going to toss in it. And I have a little tiny ball floating around somewhere. But yeah, I had some gray. That's where the gray strip came in because like I'll just separate the striping stuff. So yeah, it's working up pretty good, pretty fast. It's also not going in the bag like it's supposed to, but we're used to that, aren't we? So there's that one. Okay, only two more things, people. Everybody's going to love it. Nice long video. These I'm making for my husband. These are a pair of socks. As you can see, I already got the cuff done. He likes the shorter socks. He's worried that it wasn't going to be long enough when I started working on it. We went down to see my parents, and I wanted to work on a sock or something, so I took this and started it. Or I started around Christmas sometime. And then this is the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. I used the pattern for the dorm socks as the cast on number, and then after that I just do the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, and then I jerry rigged the toe pattern from the OMG sock pattern, and we got a worsted weight sock at that point. I'm using size 8 knitting needles. I actually found my Jedidragoon size 8 knitting needles. I love these things. Nice and sharp and pointy. Also, side note, I have threatened to kind of stab my husband with them a couple times when he falls asleep in church. It's not that he's bored, it's just that was used to working nights, so he would get in late, and then we'd go to church, and he'd be dozing off. Sometimes I have a mean streak. I can't help it. Okay, and now this, this is my sweater I'm working on. Because I saw Ella over at Nocatchyname working on a sweater, and I loved how it looked. And I had bought from Hirschner's a bunch of these Here, I'll get the Northland Simply Superwash. It's kind of a scratchier wool, but I think once I wash it, a lot of that'll go away. These are like a 4-weight yarn, and they are 1.7 ounce balls, 50 gram balls, and 98 yards. I think I bought enough for 2,000 yards of yarn. And so far it's going good. I don't know what I'm going to do if I accidentally run out of yarn. I'll figure it out at that point. If all else fails, I can make this short sleeve. And so this, oh, I forgot to put that back in the bag. I like to keep my crochet hooks in the bag just so I keep them with the project and don't lose them. So that's the back. So this is by Sorella. This is I wrote it down. It has 2 different names because on her website it's the Easy Pullover, but on Ravelry it's the Pucker Pullover. But anyway, it's really simple. It's really easy. It's also a little bit wacky right here. But yeah, so far it fits me good. And kind of a side note on this, Ella said she had to go back and make a smaller size. And I was just looking at the chest measurements with mine. And the size for the extra large was 52 inch. And I was looking at that, I'm like, that's too big for me. Because when I ordered my shirts from Tea Turtle, sorry, I had hair in my mouth. Because when I ordered my shirts from Tea Turtle, my shirt sizes, they're 2X for women, which, as you can tell, fits me really good, is 50 inch. And like I said, these fit good. They're not too, I mean, I went through the whole 80s thing and 90s thing where grunge was in and you wore bigger clothes than your body, but 52 inches would be like an extra inch on each side, and that seemed a little too big. And I was just looking, I'm like, you know what, in the large size, which I don't wear large, was size 48 inches. So I'm like, I'll just make that. It's superwash wool. If I need to, I can stretch it out so it's a little bigger than I need. So here, I can show you because, yeah, once again, I forgot to put a thing on this, but it should be fine. But yeah, watch me manage to strangle myself while doing this. There we go. But yeah, as you can tell, it's fitting nicely. And yes, I'll wear a shirt under this. I don't know about the dragon one, but you know. Yeah, it fits good. So far it fits okay. Probably have to decrease armholes a lot, but you know. It's a nice little pattern so far. Like I said, I'll probably now you can see my messy hair. There's a reason I wear hats in these videos at times. Okay, but yeah, it's a nice simple pattern. It's pretty easy. You might want to go down a size for yourself because this is 48 inches. This hasn't been washed or anything. But yeah, it's coming along good. My only worry is I might run out of yarn, but right now I still have 6 skeins of yarn. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm using up stuff from my stash, so that's always a plus. And the few sweaters I've made, it's making me want to create a sweater, but I want to get my sweaters done before I do that because let's face it, I get started on projects and I get bored about halfway through and then I start doing stuff like this. So, or put this, oh, and on that, I'm using a size I crochet hook. And like I said, I didn't swatch. I usually do for like sweaters and that, but I didn't swatch for that one because size I 5.50 millimeter. It looked like it was about the same right size I use for my worsted weight yarn for crochet patterns. And usually with crochet, I don't have to swatch too much because usually my gauge is the same. I checked on the mittens. I'm glad I did. But every now and then I have a new pattern or something that I do and I have to go check and double check on it and that. Um, so my Etsy shop, I'm going to try to be working on updates for it. I have to make some stuff and I also have to figure out, I also have to find my stuff to take pictures and do all that. Which actually isn't hard. I just have to do it. Apparently Etsy shops are a lot of work. So I think I'm coming to the end of my talkative period. Which is fine. I had the kids home yesterday because of Martin Luther King Day, and they're off Friday for a teacher work day. So I've had the kids for 4 days. I love my kids, but they also are more talkative than I am, or my husband is really. And of course, then there's Matthew. He's not always talkative. Like I've told you in the past, he's autistic. But only slightly odd. He's very, very, very high functioning, but every now and then it's like, Mommy, this isn't working. Did you do this? Well, I don't know how to fix this, so I can't help you. 5 minutes later, oh, it's working. Okay. And it's like, thank you, Matt. Okay. And sometimes he just freaks out over nothing. And it's like, and then once he comes down, I was like, was that worth freaking out over? No. Okay. So what have we learned from that? Oh, I have fun. I have one who's slightly autistic. I have one who's ADHD with anger issues. I'm thinking the two are connected, actually, but. And then I have my daughter who has no learning disabilities at all or anything like that. But she acts just like my mother and is, I can do it myself. I want to do this myself. Why aren't you doing this right now? I'm like, I can't do stuff right now. You have to give me time. I love my kids, but sometimes it's just like a 3-ring circus at this place. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be trying to do at least one video a week. I don't know if I'll do more, but I'll try to do one a week. No promises because we know how I do with that kind of stuff. I don't want to break promises because, and yeah, I'm just rambling at this point and you guys are probably ready to go. So I don't really have any more stories or anything like that. So thank you for watching. Hopefully God blesses you in your daily life. As you know, I'm a member of the Church of Christ. So I will talk to you later and thank you for watching.